Hello everybody, this is toysareruss, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Newage Legendary Heroes 47G Architect Daedalus figure, which is of course a third-party company's take on a Transformers hauler figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to see how he looks and compares to the original figure that was released by ehobby in Japan. We can then see as well how he looks with the newer updated version of him, which came out under the Generations toy line. And because he's a Newage figure, we can see how he looks and displays with some of the other Newage figures that we've got, and indeed some other third-party Legends company figures as well. So as you can see, loads to get through with this video. So as I start to pop all these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit the subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. Right, and also thanks Shozy, because that's where I purchased this from, and as you can see, they got him to me nice, safely, and indeed quickly, to be honest. So the packaging is of course very G1 retro, with the fact you've got the figure in robot mode and the art, the figure's packaged in alternate mode, and the sunburst in the back. On the back of this though, we've just got the image of him in robot mode, which to be honest looks really good. Now let's open up the packaging. These are all still coming in plastic boxes because obviously they're not doing the same thing what Hasbro is as yet. So the packaging is going to come with what we got here. We've got a nozzle attachment, a gun, and indeed we've got two sets of hands. We'll have a look at them in a second. We've got some instructions, and the other little bag that you can see there is what the actual figure came in, like so. And there it is. Let's fold this bit out ready because this looks great. So of course we might as well start off looking at him in his alternate mode. And again, I'm a fan of this mold. I've done a review on Artfire, which I liked, and I'm really contemplating getting the Inferno and Grapple versions as well. These do look good. There are plastic wheels, they aren't rubber at all. They are on pins though, so they all move around completely independently. This is the only negative with these, because they use lovely translucent plastic, they perhaps should have used a bit of a darker shade to cover up these on the front. However, the detail on the front there on the bumper and the headlights, the molding detail in the headlights is great. Some of these parts here are metal. I was going to say metallic, but they are actually die-cast metal, and you can feel that in the weight. You can see it there as well on the actual figure itself. Now with regards to the accessories, you can't really attach them to these. You could put the fists on there and you could still cover them up, which is obviously good. It means you don't have to keep taking them on and off. But what I mean by that is there's no way you can really attach the gun or the nozzle to it, to my knowledge. Obviously feel free to correct me if I'm totally wrong. And what I also like is just how well this all folds up underneath itself as well, like that, to be stored away. Now to be honest, there's not much more to say about the alternate mode, apart from it looks exactly like what it's supposed to be honest. What we need to do though really is have a look at him in his robot mode and see how posable, articulate, and how we can use the accessories in that. So let's have a look at that now. Right then, so we're back in robot mode. Quick apologies, no transformation process on this video. Two reasons: one, to keep the main length of the video down, and the second is because I've uploaded a tutorial, so if you want to see it, you'll be able to see it that way. Now the transformation process is quite clever, to be honest, because have a look at this now. Pretty much all of this stuff is tucked away neatly into the back. There's minimal gaps and it just looks really good. Articulation wise, the head will turn on the top part all the way around. It'll even turn around on the inside there as well, so you've got more than enough articulation on the head and indeed the head unit. The shoulders will go all the way around, out to the side, swivel underneath. Bicep flexion, I'm going to put the fists on in a second for you. There is a waist swivel, there is an ab crunch as well, which is brilliant because he's bending over. The legs, oh, you see you can still attach it together without pulling it apart. It does genuinely bend forward himself. The legs will go all the way around, out to the side, to the front, sorry, to the side, to the back, as you saw. Knee bend, ankle tilt, rock. Once again, we use this phrase a lot with regards to these figures. It really is a mini masterpiece as far as articulation and how it looks. Right, let's just stand this back up again like so. So the detail on this again is really good for the size. Detail on the head is brilliant. The only negative I pointed out in the first part is you can see the plastic, I suppose, joins on them. To be fair, the knee bend is brilliant. Let's straighten up these legs. These will all move around as well. As I say, there's so much you can do with this, it's crazy. Right, let's get the accessories then. Let's cut these open. It'll be a bit easier rather than trying to pull the bag open. So you've got a choice of fists. I'm going to go with the closed fists, and the reason why I'm going to go with the closed fist is because with these you'll be able to attach them, and indeed they'll still be able to stay attached after the transformation process. There is a set of open fists, which you can see there, or open hands shall we say, and then you've got the nozzle and the gun as well. So before we put both fists in, I'm going to put the nozzle in one like so. And so I need that fist. There we go. That fist's going to fit in there, and you can see that that does display really well, and we can pop the gun in his hand also. So let's do a little bit of, I suppose, size and detail comparisons. That's the original mold from the ehobby exclusive, which is of course using the grapple mold from the original Generation 1 toy line. So you can see the homage to that is perfect. You've got the two wheels at the bottom, the black knee pads, the black waist, the silver there. The only thing that's missing, to be honest, is the black bits on the shoulders, but again, this is a third-party figure, it can't be exact. There is the latest version of him, which again is following everything from this figure, but you've got the green window there, the same as that. And indeed, yeah, as you can see, they all look pretty good together. This one's just quite a bit brighter, to be honest. Let's move him out of the way. So to give you an idea of how he scales to some other mainline figures, that's a deluxe mainline figure, that's a core class mainline figure, so they're bigger than them, and this is a leader class mainline figure, so living up to the title legend scale, so nice and small. But with regards to the actual other toy lines, as I say, here is David, or Optimus Prime, however you want to call him, and there is their Megatron. There's many more, but this just gives you an idea of how they scale together. And if you don't collect Newage, or you're thinking of perhaps just getting him because there isn't a Magic Square version, there is Magic Square's Trailbreakers. You can see that they all fit together pretty well, to be honest. And even Iron Factory's Phantom, which is of course Mirage, you can see they scale together still, again, pretty well. Right, moving these out of the way, do you know what, to be honest, there's nothing else really to say about him apart from the fact he looks really good. It is a great homage to the original. We could attach the other hands if we wanted to. I think, as I say, I'm just going to take out the nozzle, put in the normal fist, and leave it at that. As I say, if you want to see the transformation process, it is separately uploaded, both from alt mode to robot and robot back to alt mode. So I hope you find that interesting and indeed useful if you're thinking of purchasing this. I'm also going to leave a direct link in the description to ShowZ if you did want one. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.